Hello everyone, this is Bob and Threadbare, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. So where we last left off, I had something I needed to do.
Nothing here.
With this thing.
Oh, got a signal. Signal's growing stronger.
Alright, it's not Lambert.
Can't be far now.
Jennifer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping stick after all.
Shh. Can we talk?
Dang it.
So long. Aha. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot. Ah, there you are. Disturbance is coming from there. What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope. Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes.
Nothing here.
Alright, easy enough. Bunch of Dimeridium bombs causing a problem, and moving them away from the thing that's supposed to be magical is the solution. And Dimeridium is basically the anti-magic mineral, by the way. Not sure if that was clear or not. You can actually make Dimeridium bombs, and if I was someone who used bombs, I would use them.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
You know, Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid. Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here? Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kedmil Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade.
Kedmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Foli. Gledev Don Eptenid, Bondro Isne Iakus.
Recognize the dialect?
Lathan Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before the migration.
The migration?
Later, Geralt.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Ensevern. Vafel.
That does not conclude our conversation.
Let me guess. You want something in return.
If I may, Gwynblade, I'd like to request. Stop guessing. Just listen. The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
and the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it, but do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end, or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade, for you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
Any idea what she was talking about?
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
Wouldn't count on it.
What was that about? The migration?
Good gods. Did they teach you no history here?
No. Vesemir figured sword work could be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Naturally. One's never too old to learn. The Ensei and the NN elves were once one folk, the En Undod. Then came a cataclysm. No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if Uma's curse was uttered in this Lathan Undod,
Then it's old. Very, very old.
all in all, interesting conversation. What now?
You can start by apologizing for acting like a boor, despite my asking you not to.
I'm sorry. It's just when Ida started in with that patronizing tone.
You decided to prove she was completely justified to adopt that attitude. Well done, Geralt. Bravo. Oh, enough. Finish whatever it was you and the boys were planning to do. Then we'll begin.
I mean, in fairness, that is usually how conversations with Geralt go. I can do this thing for you, but I will need compensation for it. It's like 90% of how things go, especially in, you know, a RPG video game. Just especially true because of that. Anyway, as you can see, we've got a couple of other things to do still.
Fire. Now look here. Pupils functioning normally.
Everything's ready at my end.
No reason to wait. Let's go.
Oh, meant to tell you. Can't get to the circle through the mountains. Rockslide blocked the pass last spring.
So we approach from the pond side, like when we did the trial of the medallion?
Exactly. Remember the way?
Not easily forgotten that.
He who returns with his medallion will prove himself worthy and may set off on the path.
Vesemir ever hear you impersonate him?
Yeah.
Savola's breach. Still haven't patched it up?
Vesemir'd like to. Doesn't bother me, though. Not expecting anyone to lay siege, and this way I got a shortcut to the pond.
Shame those Salamandra assassins didn't punch a few more holes in our walls.
Or finish the job and reduce these ruins to rubble.
Quite the view.
Been thinking. We gonna swim across the pond?
No, I got a boat moored there. You know, for fishing.
Wow. Never took you for the fishing type.
I use bombs. I drop them in, then scoop up whatever floats to the surface.
That makes sense.
That's actually what Geralt said earlier when he was talking about fishing in Kaer Morhen. Nice to be going along with someone who can keep up, too. Dang it, the harpies noticed us. They can take more than a few hits, too.
Nice shot. Hunting's almost a version of that. Gotta get me one.
Dang it. How are there more harpies just coming in one after another here?
well. Color me impressed. Where'd you learn them tricks?
It's an art. Learned it from this old master down in Zerrikania.
Yeah. Save that tale for your next sorceress.
Tell me about Vesemir. Things any better between you?
Seems so. Old man's dropped the moralizing, and I try not to piss him off too often.
Working out well?
Moderately. Castle's pretty big. Easy to stay out of each other's way. Damn it! Moored it right here, I swear!
Line must have come loose.
Really? Here I thought the boat untied itself to go for a jaunt on its own. Damn it. In this fog, we'll never...
There a storm before I arrived?
Let me think. Yeah, 5 days passed.
Wind must have grabbed the sail, tugged the boat off its mooring. Boat drifted into the bushes.
Dang it. Lambert, you did that on purpose, didn't you? Alright, so... There's really only one place the boat could have gone if it had just drifted away during a storm. Or at least that's the idea. More monsters. Yeah, just a bunch of drowners. Nothing to worry about.
Water hag.
Great. Last thing we needed. All right. Cave entrance is just opposite, see it? Gotta sail across the pond, go through the cave, climb Troll's Head, and we're there.
Doesn't seem like such an ordeal now, does it?
No. Still gives me the shivers, though. You know only 2 boys returned from my group?
You were the ones who ran into old Speartip in the caverns, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's still gnawing at you?
Gnawing? No. Straight old pisses me off. What the fuck was that trial for? Most who returned from the Circle of Elements died within a year in some swamp, hunting drowners for Crown 30 a head. So exactly what was the point?
Ought to ask Vesemir.
Oh, I have. Many times. Believe you me.
Let's go. Jump in the boat.
All right. I'm taking the tiller, though.
Because?
'Cause it's my boat, not up for discussion.
Alright, fair enough. I got some monster parts to grab first. Hang on. Gotta move slowly because I'm waiting now that the combat's over. Alright, got the monster parts. Let's go.
Make this boat yourself?
Yeah. Something you don't like about it?
Besides the water up to our ankles? Nothing.
Quit whining. It'll make it across the lake.
Provided we don't smash into something first. Barely see the tip of my nose.
I can hear drowners in the water.
Fog's thick as curdled milk.
Never took you for a poet.
Oh, but I am one. Want to hear a limerick?
Sure.
Lambert, Lambert, what a prick.
Not bad.
Is that it?
Fall off a bit. Sails fluttering.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs. Right, almost there. Ready for the caverns?
Almost. Before we go inside,
Ugh, drink a dose of cat, I know. Any more words of wisdom? Like, step softly or you'll wake old spear tip?
old Spear Tip's still down there?
Yeah, he is. Unless he's done us a favor and killed over on his own. Could come at us at any moment.
How'd the rhyme go? Old Spear Tip's a deep sleeper.
Wake him up and you'll sleep deeper. Come on.
Hear that? Sounds like a kid.
You know this valley's uninhabited except for us. It's gotta be an illusion.
What if it's not?
Whatever you want to do.
It sounds like an illusion.
You're probably right. Let's go, straight to the cave.
Finally, something reasonable.
Okay, yeah, we probably should. I mean, if not Cat, then at least the torch.
Bones. Pulverized. Shit, too damn high.
Not if I give you a boost. Remember? Part of the trials.
A witcher is a lone hunter.
But even a lone hunter can use a helping hand sometimes. Vesemir.
Ready? Oh, you fat fuck.
1, 2, 3. You're no feather either. Come on, let's go.
Trying to depict that whole sequence using as few animations as possible, I noticed.
Wall looks a little shaky. Ard, maybe?
And wake old Spear Tip? Mind not stomping like that.
Relax. I slipped.
So yeah, you can use Ard, but then you'll wake old Spear Tip. Fortunately, there are ways to climb around all of the obstacles, so there's no need to go loud.
Bones. Pulverized.
Something fell in my eye. Splinter, I think.
Hope it wasn't from a broken mirror. That'd make you even nastier.
Ha ha.
Alright, that gets us around another set of obstacles.
Ugh. Place reeks of mold.
What did you expect? Scent of violets?
Would have been nice. Ah, so soft and sweet, just sleeping there. Makes you want to make this moment last forever.
Or we could intentionally wake him up and do everyone in the future a favor.
Just lost the element of surprise.
Dang it. I got hit really hard by that one.
You gonna live?
Probably.
Let's get out of here.
Wait. That's for Voltaire, you whore son.
I think I know who Voltaire is, but...
Voltaire. Who's that?
Don't remember? Little guy. A scar on his chin right here.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
All we can do now. Never made it out of here. Let's go.
Alright, and because we killed old Spear Tip, maybe there's some loot around here somewhere we can pick up. Like that. And that. Alright, is this the way I came in? No, looks like it's a dead end. Guess it was his own private little lair or something. Well, now that that's dealt with, should get moving.
Oh, good to be back above ground.
Mm-hmm. Still trouble ahead.
You mean the trolls? They're in for trouble, not us.
Don't know who you're trying to impress. Tough guy stuff's just not working on me.
Look who's talking. Vesemir told me about that job you did for those Nilfgaardians in Velen. What? What are you doing?
Killing monsters.
Good one.
Just came out that way. Come on.
He's referring to one of the trailers for The Witcher 3.
Ha! See him shit and run as soon as he saw us?
Mm-hmm. Never known a troll to do that.
Witches is to walk no more. Stops. East Mountain, Trolley Mountain. Troll Mountain. Oh. Hi! This Troll Mountain.
You talk to these idiots.
Stay calm. We just want to get to the circle.
Witches is thing one say, thing two do, thing three do, sometime.
Enough! Out of my way, dimwits, or I'll grind you to gravel. Understand?
Mm-hmm. They understood all right. Congrats.
Run for the cave! Before they stone us to death!
Dang it, Lambert. Well, whatever, we're here. And I think I've got to knock these obstacles out. Okay, there we go.
We walk throws. Yous goes no far more. Witches is understand it?
We understand it, but we still gotta get to the Circle of Elements.
Listen, but we trolls come know the witches castle. Rocks lots there. Pretty rock.
Enjoying this little chat? Cause, it's not getting us anywhere.
I'm talking. Fact is, you know as much about negotiating as they do about grammar. We're not here to hurt you. We don't want to touch your rocks. Just let us pass.
Troll rock throw. Witcher say strike no back. Just talky. Witcher, good? Only you. Witcher says monster kills. Trolls monsters. Yes, true is. No face make. We do go this. Use sharp back clubs leave here. Use pass. No squeeze. We smash.
All right. We'll leave our swords here. Pick them up on the way back.
We want to know. Lick metal. Mouth stings.
You nuts?
Shut up and follow my lead.
I think you might have missed your calling. If I remember Pappy Vesemir's lessons correctly, Witchers kill monsters.
Your memory's shit. They only kill harmful monsters.
They threw stones at us, Geralt.
Whine about it to Eskel later.
Just a few steps more, and we're there.
Ooh, that's some serious panting. Out of breath, out of shape.
Nah, just a bit hungover.
Been hitting the hooch with Eskel again?
No, been hitting it alone.
Well, we made it.
No denying that. Damn. Beautiful view.
Must be if you noticed it.
Geralt, who do you take me for?
Let me think. A sourpuss?
Fair enough. But save the rest of your compliments for later. Let's get to work.
Remember how this circle works? Been a while since I activated my medallion here.
It's fine, old man. No need to make excuses. Light the torches and place the phylactery on the altar. I'll handle the rest. How'd it go? Water, then earth, then air?
He doesn't mention fire because you're not supposed to mess with fire. Too dangerous.
All right, phylactery's in place.
Then all we gotta do is wait. The container will absorb the power of the elements, while we catch a breather. So, how'd you deal with the trolls when you passed the trial of the medallion?
Let me think. Oh yeah, used Axie, but I only had to get past one troll. Other two were busy.
Yeah, useful sign, Axie. Saved my life a short while ago.
Sense a good story coming.
One of the best. A couple of road robbers stopped me. One pointed a crossbow at me, and the other started rummaging through my satchel. I made the man with the crossbow shoot his friend, and then hang himself.
Damn, Lambert.
Didn't have to kill them.
But I could, so I did. 2 whoresons less in the world. Big deal.
Tell me, you always been such a cynical bastard?
No, I was adorable before Vesemir brought me to Kaer Morhen.
Think it's that bad being a Witcher?
Guess I could have been someone worse. Just a shame I had no choice.
It was our destiny.
Destiny? Let me tell you about destiny. My dad was a drunk. He'd knock a few back, then beat me and Mom bloody. We prayed for his death every night. One day our prayers were almost answered. Dad lost his way coming home from the tavern, walked smack into a nest of neckers. But some Witcher saved him. Know what he wanted in return? Give me the first thing you see when you get home. My life. For the life of that prick? I say fuck that kind of destiny.
Didn't know. I'm sorry.
Next time you wonder why I'm so bitter, well, there's your answer. All right. We've griped enough. Let's get out of here.
Need to get our swords. Witcher with no swords like a man without an arm.
Sure thing, brother.
Which is his sharp back club takes, and home goes.
Don't worry. I don't need convincing. Come on, Gary, let's go.
You go ahead. Gonna stay here a bit.
Not too long, though. Remember, we got ourselves a cripple to cure.
Okay, so it just sort of randomly threw some weapons on my back. Not quite sure what was going on with that. But yeah, now that we've got that nice and arranged, this is why I decided to stay up here. Because we got a couple of question marks around the pond that need exploring. Not to mention all of the other stuff around Kaer Morhen we've got to do. Not the least of which is finding the wolf school gear. And some sort of big monsters over there.
Too far afield, this.
Almost reached the end of the map there, too. This area is relatively small. More like the size of White Orchard compared to the other places. I see. Guarded treasure. Damn. Alright, how about the other wyvern? Yeah. You tried to get away. Huh. You know, I think the stuff I got off the wyverns is more valuable than the stuff I got out of the chest they were guarding. Anyway, as I recall, the other question mark is just across the pond. And I might be able to take the boat over there. Might be the most direct path. Oh, gotta be careful here. Sliding down is all well and good, but if the path gets a little too steep, then you'd start taking fall damage. And fall damage in this game, as you should have noticed by now, is pretty dangerous. You gotta be careful bringing the boat around. Especially because the turning circle is a lot wider than you think it would be. Yeah, you can see them on the minimap now. Tons of drowners in this waters. Oh, hang on. Something over here. Someone was doing some painting. There's a chest full of valuables over there, but aside from there, that appears to be a reward for having spotted this interesting little spot. Alright, tons of wolves around here. But they don't appear interested in me. Oh, now they go. Now they're going after me. All at once, in fact. Oh, and there are bears. There are a whole bunch of bears. What in the world is going on? Did the game screw up in some way? Is there a reason so many dangerous animals just were here all at once? Suppose it might have to do with this lesson. Oh. Now that's funny. He killed the Leshen, then he teleported, then he died. Alright, yeah. Just gotta do a couple quick repairs on my swords and then we'll be good. But aside from that, we've still got to find Eskel. And then we've still got a couple of other side things to do here in Kaer Morhen. And the surroundings. Anyway, first thing though is I put my marker here because I noticed these ruins. I figured there should be something here, and sure enough there was. Not much, but something. But as you can see, we've also got a whole bunch of wolf school gear to find. And yeah, first thing I wanted to do was make sure I found whatever was on the north side here. You know, before I left the lake behind. Figured, you know, while I was in the area. More wolves. And actually, if I can time this right, just one swing from a fully galloping horse is enough to kill a wolf immediately. Don't even have to slow down or anything. Target rich environment. Although I probably should slow down a bit. But hey, I did it. And I found a marker. That'll make things easier. Didn't even dodge. Looks like that's it for this place. Although, seems like there should be a way to get up there. There are a number of containers. So if I find the right sort of access point, I could get a lot of stuff. Alright. Well, that was easy enough. Just needed to know which direction to go forward. And hey! Even more wolf school gear. Definitely glad I got up there then. Anyway, we are right next to a signpost. And the next one is much closer to the one by the south end of the pond. Really more of a lake, though, honestly. And somehow Roach came with us. Okay. Don't recall that happening very often. Come on. Oh, hey, there's a chest down there. I don't think I noticed the chest immediately. Oh, no, I definitely saw the chest. There's also this.
Drowned corpse. Whatever mutilated it sure wasn't human. Another drowner, even more mangled.
Curious. Appears to be a bit of a quest just over here. Got the wolf and stuff, but now I'm glad I missed it the first time around. Because now I've got a mystery too. Might be along the shore there. There is this cave over here.
Troll. Haven't seen one this big in a while. Gotta be ancient. Something tells me it got a little angry.
But apparently angry enough to fight. Maybe it does kill monsters, but it seems like that's because monsters is the only thing it encountered. What it really wants to do is just kill anyone who comes too close. Damn.
Troll abode. As long as I'm here, might as well look around. A letter? Troll looked to be pretty good with his hands, but I'd never suspect he could write.
That's because he couldn't. This is left behind from the first game.
Plan of attack for the fortress. Not how I remember it. Troll must have nabbed the owner of these before he could reach the fortress. Seems we owe this troll a lot. Guess our friendly troll detests drowners.
But yeah, so this is just sort of a small follow-up to the first game, which kicks everything off by having a bunch of, well, mercenaries basically attack Kaer Morhen and steal the chemicals needed to conduct the trial of grasses, along with the information needed to make use of them to create the correct mutations. But yeah, so the letter basically indicates that they were, they had found a perfect way in. But the person who was bearing that letter to the forces who would attack the fortress got killed by that troll, and so they did not use the perfect way in. Instead, they used a moderately bad way in, and that made the attack much easier to repel. In any event, I've still got some Witcher diagrams to gather. And so I have chosen the one that is the closest. I don't have any markers up in that direction, and so that's why we are doing this on horseback. Roach doesn't have any proper health bar, by the way, and so her fear level is essentially the replacement for that. That's the main reason why she has one, is to make mounted combat a little harder to maintain with an invincible horse. And in any event, it appears as though we would have had to dismount anyway. At least if we wanted to take the direct route. As it is, there is a trail up to the location we need to go. So I'm gonna have to get on it, and, well, Roche is here. So let's ride her up the trail. Okay, that isn't just a cavern, that's just a little divot in the mountain. Let's keep going. Now this is a proper
Wolfhead. I know this place. They held the first trials of the grasses here before they built the fortress.
Who's keeping the torches lit here? The Neckers, I guess. Tough little guy.
A place where monster slayers were created, now infested with monsters. Mutations were carried out here. It screams.
Seems like I must have picked up an extra level somewhere. Because I'm getting charges for my sword again.
Table for mutations. Like our sad Albert, except even sadder. That smell. Mutagens. Makes me want to vomit despite the years.
Good thing Lambert didn't come with us this time. Probably want to burn the whole place down, in spite of it being made out of stone. And there we go. Our purpose is fulfilled.
The lab, where they make potions. Poisons, more like. Some contraption. Broken. No idea what this was for. Maybe that's for the better. A vat for seeping the herbs. I remember those teas they gave us.
And this is the other reason to come here. It's the only place to find Tier 3 swallow.
Prepared the herbs here. Corn lily, nightshade, wolfsbane. Nature's finest.
Most of those are poisonous, by the way. Alright, now that we've been here, just wanted to make sure that the Tier 3 swallow wasn't showing up or anything. Alright, looks like there's this other sort of structure just to the south. Not sure the direct approach is going to be very effective, though. But with how these mountains are laid out and everything, might be best to stick to the road. Alright, we're just below Kaer now.
Take it easy.
But we are going the entire wrong direction,
Go, go.
so I think we missed the cutoff. Yeah, it looks like there's a path here, like in physical reality, even though it isn't on the map, the mini-map. And yeah, sure enough, it's taking us in the right direction. It's a little secondary fortress we've got over here.
Bastion. We trained here as boys. Before we tried. How about that? Seems Bastion.
Well, so many kids died here, it's no wonder. Alright, there's my next set of wolf gear. Oh, and more wraiths. Don't do much damage, but they are very good at getting past your defenses.
Hopping, but I can't see. Must have bound them to this place. The lamp will reveal more.
Okay, yeah, you really gotta limit yourself to saying one thing at a time. But yeah, it seems like the lantern's coming in handy once again.
You walked away from practice without my permission. You know that? Do not stop. Bleeding is no excuse. Now take off that bandage and get back to your training. You'll see to your wound when I say you're done.
One thing I'll say about this game, you might be a little confused about where Witchers come from. The whole law of surprise deal, but they are aware that Witchers are created through a cycle of abuse.
Is that a sword or an egg beater? Strike from the wrist, not your elbow. Again.
Must be his ghost that haunts the bastion. Maybe he'll leave if I bury his bones.
Looks like he got hit by a spear.
A horde. Something's happening. You're to hide. Wait till I come back. Yes, I know you've trained with swords. You're still shit with them. I want you behind those rocks and keep your mouths shut.
Pitchfork. No massacre's complete without one.
Geralt would know. But yeah, and before you give the old Witcher too much credit, it's worth mentioning that he is training, you know, Witchers and not child soldiers. Wouldn't want his investment to die too quickly.
Wraiths. They'll try to stop me.
Well, yeah, they did.
Take care, kid.
Buried him with a pair of swords. Alright, so we do have some more scavenging to do. And in particular, I wonder if that's lightning or a lighting glitch in the top left there. Alright, I put my marker here just in case this was anything to see and do. But no, it just looks like the ruins of a tower. So instead, let's head to the signal tower. Yeah, up there. You can Okay, yeah, that is definitely a lighting glitch. Or rather a cloud glitch. It's not sure if the cloud should be in front of or behind those mountains. Oh, this is curious. It's a bear, but it's got a silver health bar. And it dropped monster hair. I didn't get a bestiary entry for it, so I'm not sure what's going on.
The old signal tower. It'll be nothing but a pile of rubble soon.
Most of the way there already. Okay. Looks like someone was preparing to create School of the Wolf gear.
Might want to look around some.
But something happened. Huh. Not sure what's going on with all of this. Something nasty happened in the past. Something to explain why Witcher gear is in short supply among the actual Witchers. Or wolf skull gear, I should say.
The power cell for portals. Feels dead. Maybe a sign will revive it.
Ard revives these things.
Teleport's open, but it looks unstable. Guess one cell's not enough.
Which means that we'll have to find another crystal. Should be around here somewhere. And yes, if you try and jump into that portal now...
A portal. Power cell's missing. Need to look around.
Yeah, you will die. And on the bright side, it appears that I have, by looking at the portal mechanism, I have identified the area in which the other power cell is located. Seems like it should be... Oh. It was over there. Tucked away.
Right. Now to activate it works. Who would have thunk?
This feels stupid. But it works. And now I am... somewhere underneath the tower, looks like. Oh! More wraiths. Hey, it was stupid. The guy who tried to escape through that portal the last time broke his spine. Looks like there's no safe way up to that little overhang there, aside from using the portal. No doubt intentional on part of the game developers. But hey, that's the wolf school gear. The basic stuff. So now I can actually make use of all of these other diagrams. We won't be seeing the basic wolf school gear because it is vastly underleveled compared to where we are at this point. On the bright side, looks like all of the other diagrams are at the longitude of Kaer Morhen or below, which means that we have been nice and thorough in searching the northern half of the map. As it is, we've only got 3 more items to find, at which point we will have all of the Wolf School gear. And we will be able to bring it up to the master-crafted stuff just as soon as we have enough levels. Hey there, bear. Really should have dodged. Luckily, it wasn't that essential. And the gauntlets are just 100 meters away, near the iron mine, I guess. Or maybe inside of it. Yeah, definitely inside of it. Before we go spelunking, I think it's time for this video to end.